Hey guys, how's it going? It's Molly. I'm here today to do a review and demo of the Milk Cosmetics Blueprint palette. So before I get started, you may notice I have a guest. This is my baby. He is a little tired. He was in the swing while I filmed the demo portion of the video. It is what I have on my eyes today. And he's just over it. He wants to hang out. So here we are. He is participating. It's going to be great, won't it? Yeah, it's going to be great. So first, we're going to jump into the demo and then I'll come back and give my review. Okay, so for this look, I'm going to be using the browns on my upper lid and play with some of the blues along my lower lash line. I feel like that's just an easy way to incorporate color into a neutral look. So the only brown matte is Hammered. It is this deep brown, so I'm going to try to use that as a transition shade. Oh gosh. I'm going to start by just very gently kind of blending the shade on the outer V and then pulling it in so that way the bulk of the pigment is on the outer portion of my eye, which is what I would typically be doing with multiple shades anyways. I definitely have thoughts about these matte shadows, and I will be talking about that in the review portion of the video. So stay tuned. Pretty even to me. All right, now I want to take the shade Nailed right here, and I'm just going to take it on my ring finger. These shimmers work just fine on their own. I don't feel like they need a lot of help, but obviously if you want more, then either wet them or use a glitter glue. With the blues, I would use a glitter glue just because they tend to have quite a bit of fallout, but the browns don't. Not that I've noticed anyways, or maybe I'm just not noticing it because it's not blue. Okay, and then I am gonna take that same shade on like a dense buffer brush, and I'm going to buff that up into my crease just a bit. This is a really nice one and done shadow. Then I am gonna take Hammered again. So the matte brown, I'm gonna take that on a smaller detail brush and deepen up the outer V with that. So I'm gonna smudge it first along my lower or my upper lash line, just on the outer portion, and then deepen up the outer V. Okay, I'm going to pop off camera, do the rest of my face, then I'll be back to do the lower lash line and show you guys the finished look with mascara on. Okay, so now to do the lower lash line, I probably need to grab some smaller brushes, right? Right. Okay. So I'm going to take King Studio right here. This deeper blue shimmer, and I'm gonna use that on a brush. Okay, so I'm just using, I didn't save the brushes that I was using for the other shades, but this is the E54 Medium Sweeper Brush by Sigma. Hi baby, my baby is having a wonderful time in the swing, and I just, oh my gosh, I love you. Okay, so I'm going to just, wow, that's not really showing up. Okay. I thought this shade worked better than this. I guess I don't know. I honestly thought this was going to be more vibrant. Maybe it's the brush? Is it the brush? Are you getting frustrated? Are you ready to like party? I know. I am ready to party too. And we will very soon. I promise. I promise. Okay, I'm gonna try wetting this to see if that helps it show up a little bit more. I thought that I had played with this color, but maybe I hadn't. Okay, and then I'm taking hot wire right here on the inner portion of my lower lash line. Are you over it, dude? He's like, yeah, I am. Oh, are we ready for nap number 3? Yes, that was a giant yawn. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm coming. Okay. I don't like that at all. I don't know why I did that. That was stupid. I didn't do that when I tried this look out before, but oh well. Okay, and then I put a little bit of beaming in as my inner corner highlight, but I'm gonna top it with Skylight. I know, Zeke, I'm coming. Just because it's super, super fun. I do really like this shade a lot. So this is the final look. I have thoughts about this palette. So why don't we jump into the review portion of the video? Okay, so my thoughts. I have many. I have played with this several times. 10 to 15 times, right? So I feel like that's a good enough amount that I can give my full comprehensive thoughts on it. Things that I enjoy. These shimmers are phenomenal. They are so good. They really are. I love them. I'm not mad at the shimmers whatsoever. And it is a mostly shimmer palette. 6 of the 8 shades are shimmers. So if you like shimmers, if you're okay with doing a one and done look with shimmer, you're gonna be fine with this palette. If though, you're wanting something where you can build a really nice base for your look with mattes and then add to it with shimmer, don't get this palette. Now, okay, so the pros, I also like the fact that you've got a wide variety of depth with the shimmers. You've got a deep blue shimmer in the shade King Studio. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. Ooh, makeup in the face. Okay, King Studio, it is this deep blue shimmer right here. So that is what I have on my lower lash line today. Not that you guys can really see it, but you will in the demo portion. So I like that. I like the shade Skylight here, this light blue shimmer at the very end. That one is a really beautiful shade. I will insert some swatches in one of the corners here. I love these other neutral shimmers, like this shade Nailed It right here. It is a really pretty shade. That's what I have on my lid today. They're gorgeous. The shimmers perform great. They perform great with just applying them with a finger. They're great if you're putting them if you're using a brush. They work really, really well. You can use a wet brush, you can use glitter glue. However you want to apply your shimmer, you can do it with this. It does not need a glitter glue. I will say the blue shimmers, you might want to use one just because. Are you getting that? Want some Fenty Gloss Bomb? Anyways, the blue shimmers, I would say I prefer to use those with a glitter glue or a wet brush just to prevent fallout. Now, the cons of this palette are the mattes. First of all, there's only 2 mattes, both of which are very deep. They're very, very deep and they're very richly pigmented. And for some shadows, some formulations can be very pigmented and still blend easily. These are not that. These are the very pigmented, dry mattes that don't blend. They just kind of stick down. It's very reminiscent of like subculture. When I was going to blend these out, I guess I haven't used the dark blue, the shade Dim Out. I haven't used that shimmer, the dark blue right there. I have not used that as something to blend into my crease just because that would be intense. But Hammered, the brown, not shimmer, matte, the brown matte, you're so over it. That I used today, and I've used it for most of the looks that I've done to blend it up into my crease. And it gets very patchy on the inner portion. Let me come closer and see if you guys can tell. I don't know if you can really tell, but I mean, it's definitely somewhat patchy over here. But it doesn't want to blend out very well on the inner corner there. You got it? Oh, well, thanks. So that's definitely a drawback. So for the $45 that I spent on this, I don't know that I would spend it again, honestly. I want to say that I love it, but I just don't. Even though I like these shimmers, I have these shimmers in other formulas that I like just as well or better. So the question is this worth $45? I personally, I'm going to be honest, I kind of regret buying it. I don't think it's worth $45. If this was a $30 palette, I would be pretty happy with the situation. For $45, what I want is a palette that has a variety of mattes that blend out well, that I can build a look with, and a nice formula of shimmers that I can add a little punch to my look with. So, the thing, even though the shimmer formula is good, it's not necessarily any better than some of the other palettes that I have so many neutral palettes so half of this is just kind of, I've got those shades done better in other formulas. And the blues, they're fine. They're nothing special. So for that reason, I just don't know that it's worth $45. Like, if it was a $30 palette, I'd be all over it. I'd be super happy that I got it. But for $45, not so much. That sums up my thoughts on the Blueprint palette. I would love to know if you guys picked this up, what your thoughts were. I'm going to get this squirmy little man a nap because I think that's ultimately what he's needing. Am I right? Yeah. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please give me a like, subscribe, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.